There are two reasons that people stumble over Christ. In fact, everyone in this room at some point stubs your toe on Christ. Perhaps there's more reasons, but I think we could see a pattern of two. There's two groups that stumble over Jesus, the rebellious and the religious. I'll take care of the question mark first, because you say, Pastor, the religious stumble over Christ? That doesn't make sense. Oh, but it does. The religious stumble over the simplicity of the gospel and the fact that the gospel removes them and their efforts from the equation. The gospel takes out all that you are and says everything you are and all that you do is nothing. For the religious, they've convinced themselves that their rituals and their righteous choices have somehow contributed to their salvation. And when they're faced with the truth that all your church attendance, all your tithe paying, all your giving, all your right living, all that stuff, all your working with the needy, everything like that, all those things can do nothing to add to your salvation, then they stumble. See, people don't mind Jesus being part of their salvation. But here's where we mess up as people, church people. Hear me, church person. Hear me, long-term church member. Hear me, good community member. We don't mind Jesus being part of it. We'll say, Jesus is a huge part of my life. He's not part of your life. He's the foundation of your life. He must be all of your life. And here's the thing, that we don't mind him being part of it, but we want to say that we had something to do with it. And then we have to face the fact that our goodness, in comparison to an infinitely holy God, it's nothing. And we can be saved by relying not on our effort, but on the finished work of Jesus. For so many church folks I know, when you tell them Jesus paid it all, they stumble over that. The other crowd that stumbles is the rebellious. They stumble because they want a life that includes the success of God's blessing and even the eternal rewards of the kingdom, but they want nothing to do with His requirements of their life. Sadly, many want His blessings, but they reject His boundaries. But whether rebellious, religious, or hopefully righteous, you will not avoid this moment of decision. You will either build your life on Him or you will stumble over Him. But you will not ignore Him. You cannot ignore Him. You're walking through life and you have a choice. Either obey the word or stub your toe trying to do what you want. Have you ever stubbed your toe? It's painful. But here's the thing, I learned this lesson last night. You stumble when you try to cut corners and you overlook things. And that's what we do. We say, oh, I want Jesus, but I want to do it my way. And He says, no, you can't. And He cuts you off at the knees and says, I'll either be Lord of all or I won't be Lord at all. We get angry in those moments that we stumbled over Him. And you've got a decision to make. I can either be upset that I've stumbled and here I am on my face because God tripped me and said, no, you can't do it that way. You can't go there. Or you can recognize His strength and you can build your life on Him.